So I get a lot of questions from people that want to know how to start their career in HR or how to switch to a career in HR. Guys, this one's for you. Let's roll. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm an HR professional and event host based in Toronto, Canada. If this is your first time here, oh my God, where have you been? That was so Canadian. Don't worry, that's not my accent. Anyway, but please use the subscribe button and also click on that notification bell so when I post a new video, you'll be the first to know. And if you're a returning guest, always a pleasure to have you. Thank you for sticking with me. I love you so much. Thank you. So, I am going to be talking about HR today. Now, as we know, HR is one of the more popular professions that you have across the world, not just Canada, in different parts of the world. And the reason is simple. Every company, or at least most companies, require HR professionals. Even if they don't have an in-house staff that is an HR professional, they would outsource the HR function to an HR consulting firm, as the case may be. So either way, HR is in the mix. It's a very important part of the business. And that is why so many people want to study HR or want to at least practice HR. So if you haven't watched my video, Practicing HR in Canada, that one is specifically for Canada, but hey, I'm gonna link it up here so that you can watch that video. But this video is not necessarily just for Canada. This is for HR across the world. So one of the ways that you can start your HR career or you can switch to HR is by actually being in a particular company and making the switch. Yeah, for those who do not know, I did not study HR. I studied microbiology in the university. I wasn't such a bad student. I did pretty well. So it's not like, this microbiology was actually interesting and I enjoyed my time there. But I knew that I didn't want to be staring through a microscope at fungi and bacteria and viruses for the rest of my life. So I knew that it wasn't something that I was going to do long term, but hey, it was what I studied at the university. My first job was at one of the big fours and I was a tax consultant. So I did tax consulting for 1 year. And after 1 year, I knew that that wasn't what I wanted to do. So I knew that it was HR that I wanted to do. So what I did was to approach the then head of tax. Thank you, Mr. Victor, wherever you are. I approached him and then I told him that, I wanted to switch to HR. Of course, he was very supportive and then, he kind of helped me in my journey. A lot of people were like, Faith, what's happening? Because then nobody would hear that you're moving from tax consulting to HR. Like, are you okay? That was the kind of thing that I got then. But hey, look, I knew what I wanted and I knew that this was what I wanted to do. So I actually did the switch from tax to HR. And that was how I started off my HR career, still in the same company. So if that is something that if HR is something that you want to do and you're currently not in the HR department, you can actually ask to switch to HR. It's not very easy, okay? And then again, it also depends on if there are HR opportunities in that particular company at that particular time. So, but yeah, it's definitely one of the ways that you can start your career in HR. Another way I'll talk about is by getting HR certifications. So even before you do the switch to HR, you can actually start to do HR certifications. Before I switched, I was already doing, I think then it was CIPM in Nigeria, which is my home country. So I was already doing the CIPM exams. If you're in Canada, you can already start to do some of these other Canadian certifications. There are other certifications as well that you can do. So when you start with those certifications, they're good, because they give you a baseline knowledge of what HR is all about. And actually, they help you in your journey. So when you actually now know the theory, it's easier to just, do the practicals when you actually get into HR. So that's something that you can do. You can start with HR certifications, or you can actually just go for a postgraduate study in HR if that's what you want to do. If you're already done with your first degree, then just do a postgraduate study in HR. Another way you can start your career in HR is by actually looking out for administrative roles or HR recruiting roles. Now, recruitment jobs, I mean, the lower level recruitment jobs, like maybe if you just have, some don't even really require much. They might even say, okay, you don't really need HR experience. Or, like I said, start with an admin role. Because, of course, HR has the administrative aspect as well. It is easier for you to start with an administrative role and then work your way up. And when you get into such roles, what you can do is make yourself very available to the HR team in general. If there are projects that they are working on, make yourself available. Reach out and say, oh yeah, I'm interested in participating in this project. People, trust me, people need help, right? So they're always eager to put you on board, but that's how you learn. That's how, it's for your own good. That's how you learn. And when an opportunity opens up, you can actually, grab it because you already have some of this. You already have the baseline knowledge. So you can start with some of these more junior level roles and then work your way up to the top. Some people actually do HR admin, like that's what they like to do. And if that's what you like to do, fine, you're even in the right place. Recruitment is, one very lovely aspect of HR. So if recruitment is what you want to do, then, just start off and then rise through the ranks. But hey, the point is, even if those are not the aspects of HR that you want to focus on, you can start with those ones and then you work your way up to the top, try to gain experience in the other aspects of HR that you're interested in, and then you can actually focus on what you want. The next one I will talk about is volunteering experiences and internships. So volunteering and internships are one way that you can start your career in HR. I know that this might not be something that might interest many people because, of course, we all want to get paid, right? But hey, if really this is what you want to do, then volunteering is one way you can go about it. What I always tell people is that, don't always look out for the big names. It's good to volunteer in a big company, right? I mean, everybody wants that. But hey, sometimes look out for the, average companies, if I may. Because the competition sometimes is a little stiff. So to get opportunities in some of these big companies is like actually getting a real job, even though they're not paying you, but even to get that volunteering opportunity is like, but if you start with, a smaller company, the point is you're getting the experience either way, right? And this is something that you can now use in your next roles or in your next job when you're looking out for your next job. So start with smaller companies, ask them if you can volunteer. If there are internship opportunities as well, ask them if you can intern. And like I said in the previous point, don't just relax when you get in. The whole idea is for you to get in and actually gain experience. And the only way you can do that is by making yourself available and trying to liaise with the other HR colleagues, your HR colleagues who have the experience that you want, because it's about you grabbing that experience. So don't just go in there and relax. So this is one way that you can start your HR career. The other one I will talk about is networking. Now, network with people that are already in HR. Look, there's nothing wrong with hitting someone up on LinkedIn or LinkedIn actually, that's the more professional way to do it. So LinkedIn, reach out to people on LinkedIn, reach out to them, ask them questions, tell them that, oh, you're interested in HR, if they can guide you along the way, things like that. And don't be offended when people don't respond, okay? Because let's be honest, people are busy, like they have their own lives to live, like they have a lot of stuff going on with them. So don't be too pushy and don't feel so bad when you don't get a response. But I mean, you probably will get someone who would respond to you and give you a few pointers here and there. Besides, that is also how you can land a job in HR. So who knows, they just might have like maybe a junior level role and they can say, oh, okay, that's fine. We have this role. If you don't mind, you can start off with it. So that's how you can start your career in HR. Meet people. There's nothing wrong with growing your network. Either way, meeting people and networking with people always has a positive outcome, whether or not, you end up benefiting from it now or you end up benefiting from it later. I know people that I reach out to now when I have questions, maybe at work, and I just need someone to quickly help me. I'll just reach out to this person. And these are people that maybe I built relationships with years ago. So while the relationship before now did not pay off, but now it's paying off because I'm actually reaching out to them and I can get what I want. So please network with people in HR. It is very important. That's another way that you can gain the right pointers to start your career in HR. Then finally, the one I will talk about is reaching out to recruiters and actually paying them to guide you and help you with your resume. Now, I left this one for last because most times, of course, because these things are not free, right? Like you literally have to pay them to help you. But the truth is, at the end of the day, they can help you land jobs, okay? Because, you know, these recruitment companies would help you with your resume. They would prepare you for interviews. They would even help you with placements and connect you with companies. So if you're really looking for an HR job and you know that this is something that you want to do, you can reach out to recruitment agencies and they can help you. Even if you don't have the right experience, there's a way they can, let me use the word, package your resume. I mean, they can help you, you know, write your resume and see that, you know, the experiences that you actually have can be relevant, right? So while it might be expensive, but definitely it is something that I think, look, if you want to give it a shot, is definitely a way to go. So, I mean, those are just basically some of the points that I will be talking about. There are a whole lot more ways to start your career in HR, but you know, I'm just going to leave it here for now. And then if there are other people who know, if there are a few more points, you can drop them in the comment section. You know, let's help people out. But what I always say at the end of most of my HR videos is that, look, don't just go into HR because, oh, I like people, I like meeting people, you know, I love to smile at people. Look, it's beyond that. And if you've watched a couple of my videos, you will know that I have said so over and over. If it is not passion that is driving you, don't bother. Okay, I was passionate about what I wanted to do, and that was why I was able to make that move, even though at that time it did not make sense, right? But now I'm happy that I did. Okay, so if it's not passion that is driving you, don't bother. HR is not a fallback career plan. So don't think that, oh, okay, I failed in my other career, let me just do HR. That's easy. It's not easy. Trust me, you wear so many hats. So it's not a fallback plan. Let passion drive you. And then you know that, okay, this is the right decision for me. This is what I want to do. Okay, guys, so this is where I'm going to leave this video. Please hit the like button if you like this video. Please share with anyone who is interested in starting their career in HR or making that switch. Tell them it's possible, right? And then also subscribe to my channel. And you know how we roll. I'll see you on my next video.